Rain poured down on the streets of Seattle like the sky had forgotten how to stop crying. Cars rushed past without slowing down, umbrellas flipped inside out in the wind, and people kept their heads down, eager to reach somewhere warm. But one simple act of kindness, offered by a struggling single father who had almost nothing left to give, was about to change 3 lives forever. Before we begin, welcome to Soul Touch Tales. If stories about kindness, hope, and second chances touch your heart, please subscribe, like this video, and leave a comment telling us where you're watching from. Your support helps us bring more inspiring stories that remind us kindness still exists. Now, let's begin today's unforgettable story. Daniel Carter was 34 years old and had learned that life could change overnight. 5 years earlier, he had been happily married with a stable office job. But after losing his wife to a sudden illness, everything fell apart. Medical bills emptied his savings, and balancing work while raising his 7-year-old daughter, Lily, became almost impossible. Now Daniel worked long hours as a delivery driver around Seattle. It wasn't glamorous, but it paid enough to keep a small apartment over their heads and food on the table. Every morning, he promised Lily the same thing. "We'll be okay." And every night, he hoped it would become true. One cold Thursday evening, Daniel finished his final delivery just as heavy rain covered the city. He was exhausted. His old sedan rattled with every bump, and the fuel gauge hovered just above empty. He wanted nothing more than to get home, make dinner with Lily, and rest before another long day. As he waited at a traffic light, something caught his attention. An elderly woman stood on the sidewalk, soaked from head to toe. She looked around 75 years old, wearing a simple gray coat that offered little protection from the rain. She leaned heavily on a wooden cane while struggling to cross the flooded street. People walked around her without stopping. Some glanced. Most ignored her completely. Daniel sighed. He looked at his nearly empty gas tank. Then back at the woman. Without thinking any longer, he pulled over. Rolling down the window, he smiled warmly. "Ma'am," he called. "Please get in. Let me take you home." The elderly woman hesitated. "You don't know me." Daniel smiled. "I don't have to." After a quiet moment, she nodded gratefully. "Thank you." Daniel carefully helped her into the passenger seat before placing her cane inside. The heater slowly warmed the car. For several minutes, neither of them spoke. Finally, she smiled. "My name is Margaret. I'm Daniel." She noticed the children's backpack on the back seat. "You have a child?" "My daughter. You must love her very much." Daniel smiled. "She's my whole world." Margaret looked out the rain-covered window. "She has a good father." Daniel laughed softly. "I just try my best." She gave him directions to a modest neighborhood across town. When they arrived, Daniel walked her carefully to her front porch despite getting completely soaked himself. Margaret reached into her purse. "Please let me pay you." Daniel gently shook his head. "No, ma'am. You spent your gas. I'd rather my daughter grow up seeing kindness than money." Margaret's eyes filled with tears. "You remind me of someone I loved very much." Daniel simply smiled. "Get inside before you catch a cold." Then he drove away into the rainy night. The next morning, Daniel received an unexpected phone call. A calm voice asked him to visit the downtown headquarters of Carter Global Technologies. Daniel almost laughed. "There must be some mistake." "There isn't," the woman replied. "Our CEO would like to meet you." Confused, Daniel borrowed a clean shirt from his neighbor before arriving at one of Seattle's tallest office buildings. Everything inside looked expensive. He felt completely out of place. Soon, he was escorted into a beautiful executive office overlooking the city. Standing beside the large windows was a confident woman in her early 30s. She wore a navy blue business suit, her shoulder-length brown hair neatly styled, and carried herself with quiet confidence. She smiled warmly. "I'm Emily Bennett." 33 years old, Emily was the CEO of Carter Global Technologies, one of the city's fastest-growing technology companies. Daniel nervously shook her hand. "I think you've got the wrong person." Emily smiled. "No. My mother met you yesterday." Daniel blinked. "Margaret?" Emily nodded. "She told me everything." Daniel suddenly understood. "I only gave her a ride." Emily smiled gently. "That's exactly why you're here." She explained that her mother had insisted on walking home after visiting an old friend because she wanted independence. Emily had worried all evening after learning what happened. "My mother said every person who passed ignored her." She paused. But one tired single father stopped. Daniel looked down. It wasn't a big deal. Emily smiled. It was to her. She opened a folder. I also asked my team to learn a little about you. Daniel looked embarrassed. Emily continued carefully. You've worked hard since losing your wife. You've never missed paying your rent. Your employer says you're the first to volunteer for difficult deliveries. And every reference described you with one word. Kind. Daniel remained silent. Emily leaned forward. Our company needs someone to lead our new community outreach program. It isn't about technology. It's about people. We need someone who genuinely cares. Daniel stared at her in disbelief. I've never worked in an office like this. Emily smiled. Skills can be taught. Character cannot. She offered him a full-time position with excellent benefits, paid training, health insurance, and a salary nearly 3 times what he earned as a delivery driver. Daniel couldn't speak. His eyes filled with tears. The first thing I thought about, he whispered, was my daughter. Emily smiled. I hoped you'd say that. A month later, life looked completely different. Daniel no longer worried about choosing between groceries and bills. He attended Lily's school events without rushing back to work. They shared dinners together almost every evening. One Saturday afternoon, Daniel and Lily visited Margaret. The 3 generations laughed over homemade apple pie while rain gently tapped against the windows. Margaret smiled. You know, the greatest gifts rarely come wrapped. Daniel nodded. They usually arrive disguised as small moments. Emily joined them carrying fresh flowers. She looked around the happy room. Mom always says kindness creates ripples. Margaret laughed. And now you both believe it. Daniel looked at his daughter. I'll spend my whole life teaching her that one small decision can change someone's future. Lily smiled brightly. I already know, Daddy. Because she had watched it happen. Sometimes the world tells us to hurry, to protect only ourselves, or to assume someone else will help. But kindness doesn't wait for perfect timing. It simply stops. It listens. It reaches out. Daniel never expected that offering a ride on a rainy evening would transform his family's future. Emily never expected that the man who helped her mother would become one of the most trusted people in her company. And Margaret never stopped believing that good hearts still exist. If this story touched your heart, remember this simple truth. The smallest act of kindness may become the biggest turning point in someone's life, including your own. Keep choosing compassion, keep helping others when you can, and never underestimate the power of one caring moment. Kindness always finds its way back home.